Hey guys, we got some Punisher news here. We got some news that Moon Knight or Daredevil could be appearing in the Punisher show. Danny Rand as Daredevil is the rumored so far. So here, let's check into this. This news does come from MCUexchange.com, where they were at Asian PopCon, where there was a presentation from Marvel's presentation hall, and there was some talk and there's presidents senior. So there's CB Sidbook. I'm not gonna try and pronounce that name right there, but apparently he's the senior vice president, creator, content development at Marvel. I've never heard of that guy's name or anything like that, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. So if we continue on here, he does talk about he praises Jeff Loeb and stuff like that, but the big sentence that he says that really sparks this thing is another Marvel superhero may show up in the Punisher. That is pretty interesting. Now, this is all we have to go on, and this is all this MCU Exchange gives us is that quote from the guy. So it's pretty interesting. Now, if you want to go into this, we can get into spoilers for the Defenders for a little bit here. But before we're going to do that, we're going to talk about different possibilities of the Moon Knight. They do talk about the Daredevil possibilities and things like that. So without getting into any Defenders spoilers, if you haven't seen Defenders, you can still listen to this. The idea is being that the Punisher is a military guy, and Moon Knight is his character, his alter ego, one of his many alter egos, is from the military too. So that could be a possible flashback to it. If you saw the Punisher kind of teaser trailer that they had out there, where he was smashing the concrete and his logo was revealed, there was some flashes back to the military days and stuff like that. So that could be a way to setting up someone like Moon Knight being in the flashbacks and just saying him by name and stuff like that, not mentioning it or anything like that. It's just the same name as the character and just kind of hinting at it or something like that. That could be really cool. Maybe we have a character who they never release his name until the end, to the last episode, and in the last episode we get a flashback where we get his name revealed, and that's where we get, oh my god, that's that's Moon Knight and stuff like that. That could be there. But for the Daredevil part of this is where we're going to get into some Defender spoilers here. So if you haven't seen the Defenders, please pause this video or leave this video now, and we're going to get into some Defender spoilers there. So yes, you have your warning in 3, 2, 1. Spoilers. Here we go. So if we go down here to the Defender spoilers, we know at the end of Defenders, if you watch that, Daredevil quote unquote dies and stuff like that, and then we see he's revealed, but the superheroes, the rest of the Defenders and the rest of everyone in Hell's Kitchen and all that stuff, they all think he's dead and stuff like that, which I think is pretty cool, great storyline there, which I think there's a whole other video you can do on that, or I've been thinking about with Karen Page and how that could set up for Daredevil season 3 and Punisher and some of this stuff. But getting into this, the idea being that at the end of it, when Daredevil is about to sacrifice himself, tells the Defenders to go up without him, and he's going to stay down and fight Elektra and try and bring her back and stuff. He tells Danny Rand, protect my city and stuff like that. And then at the end, we get that cool shot of Danny with his fist just kind of standing there over the city, just like Daredevil would and stuff like that. So that could be cool. And if we look into the comic books, we see that Danny Rand has taken over as Daredevil in Hell's Kitchen when Daredevil was in prison to protect the city and stuff like that. So it is a pretty cool idea. Idea that in the comic books, Danny Rand did take over the city just to protect while Matt Murdock was in prison, just to protect his secret identity. I think that could be a cool idea to see that. And then another part here is also unrelated note. They talk about how Daredevil stunt master Mistro Chris Brewster has an IMDb credit for the Punisher. So who knows what that means? IMDb has been wrong in the past, but sometimes they've been right. So who knows what that means, how they got that, or if it's just anything, because IMDb can be edited by anyone, if I'm not mistaken, if you have a pro account. So that could be anything, that could be something. But for me, I think it's interesting that if they were to do that, if Punisher goes back to Hell's Kitchen in his series, and he were to try to look for Daredevil, and he finds not Matt Murdock, but he finds Danny Rand in the costume. I think that could be cool there. The only other questions that I have with that would be that Daredevil only has one costume. It's not like the Ben Affleck version where he had like 40 costumes in his closet, like a cartoon character or anything like that. But so how would Danny Rand get another costume? I mean, he doesn't know about Melvin Potter. Yeah, he's a billionaire, but how could he recreate the costume really well? I think it'd be cool as if we did see him, we see a fairly decent version that Danny could put together with his resources and his money and all that. But I think it'd be cool to see it, a different version of it and a different fighting style that we, the fans, can clearly see. If you've watched Daredevil and you watched Iron Fist, you can clearly tell, oh, that's Iron Fist in the costume, not Daredevil. Whereas people going into Punisher would not be able to make the difference unless they've watched the Daredevil stuff like that. So I think that could be really cool to see that. So the idea of having the Daredevil stunt guy in the Daredevil costume, but pretending to be Danny Rand as the costume, I think could be interesting. I mean, those guys are clearly talented, but I think it'd be better to have the Danny Rand stunt double in the costume to make it look like Danny Rand in there, rather than making it look like Matt Murdock and stuff like that. So I think it could be interesting to see, but I guess any stunt double can play both roles and stuff like that. So I think it could be really cool to see that there, and I think it'd be interesting to see how that works, and then seeing Iron Fist going against Punisher in the costume and having to use his Iron Fist against Punisher. I think that could be really cool setup to see the Iron Fist glowing through the Daredevil costume. So I think this could be really cool. I'm more in the belief of the whole Moon Knight thing, because he's been rumored for a long time, and he would be a nice easy setup to have it there, and have some character who doesn't get a name and stuff like that, just gets Mark, and we never get to hear his last name, and then at the end of the series for Punisher, we get Spectre revealed at the end of it, something like that, or we just get Mark and he's constantly looking at the moon or something like that, or whatever, things like that. That could be really cool. Different aspects, just kind of not setting up the Moon Knight, but just teasing, oh, this guy is Mark Spector, end of story. No more backstory than that. I think that could be really cool, because in this Punisher thing, it's the first time we're going to get full on focused 100% on the Punisher. So I think in his first series, you can't have a whole other character like that. And the idea of having, in my opinion, having Danny Rand as Daredevil could be interesting for 1 or 2 episodes. Maybe probably just 1 episode, but because I feel like Punisher would just go, "You're not Daredevil," and they would just take off and peace out right away and not care about Danny Rand or anything like that. So I think it could be cool to see either of those stories, but I think I'm more leaning towards the Moon Knight is the one that I would prefer. But at the same time, I think it's the more easily doable, just in a one-liner, naming someone. Anyone that Mark Spector or anything like that, or just naming someone Mark and stuff like that in a military flashback. So let me know what you think, guys, about these elements in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Which one would you like to see? Would you like to see both? I mean, they could always do both with just naming him, but I think it's least likely that we would get a Danny Rand Daredevil type thing. So let me know what you think, guys, about this in the comments below. We could always get even Matt Murdock returning, since we know he's alive, but especially with Karen Page around, maybe he's looking for her, and or something like that. Who knows? But I think this could be interesting to see there. So let me know what you think, guys, about this in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
You're still here.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Peace.
It's over.